Hello everyone, Mr. Chu here. Let's do another math minute. So, if you remember from my earlier two videos, this type of video is a little bit quicker review. It's not as long as my bare algebra lessons where I do 2 to 4 problems, or my bracket geometry problems, or my tray arithmetic and pre-algebra problems. It's not as long as my SAT prep review videos. This is Math Minutes with Mr. Chu. So let's get started. A link for more of my Math Minute videos will be available in the end of this lesson on the last screens. Pause this video and try this problem out if you dare. So the question is, do you remember some of your earlier work when you were younger? That's what this is about. And it is important to know. Topics vary, and this particular topic has to be pre-algebra, talking about the Pythagorean theorem. So if you're given the two legs lengths in a right triangle, can you find the hypotenuse? Get you out a piece of paper, a pencil, a calculator, and let's review how to do that. If you remember, you can try it on your own. If not, I'll explain it to you in detail, and we'll also have to round the answer. So the lengths are 6 inches and 7 inches. If you want to draw a triangle, you can, and that's what it would look like. It's up to you. You don't have to. You can just use the equation and substitute it in for a squared plus b squared equals c squared. But you have to know that c is going to be the hypotenuse. And remember, there is a right angle in a right triangle. It's right here. And the side opposite is your hypotenuse. And we can call this side A and this side B, and the two legs are interchangeable. So we substitute in for the A squared, I put 6 squared. For my B squared, I put 7 squared, and it equals C squared. I use the substitution property of equality. 6 squared is 36. 7 squared is 49, because that's 6 times 6, 7 times 7. Now we add 36 and 49 to get 85. Now, how do you undo a square? You remember, you take the square root. And there needs to be the square root of both sides. So both of them have the square root. I just accidentally had a typo there and left that out. So it ends up being 9.921544457. And I happen to use a TI 30. You can use whatever calculator you want, but this happens to be my choice calculator if I'm not using a graphing calculator. All right, so now how do we round that? What's it ask us to round it? To the nearest hundredth up here. So to round to the nearest hundredth, I take and I'm going to underline the digit in the hundredths, which happens to be the 1. And then I look at the digit to the right. And if that digit is 5 or bigger, it means I round the 1 up. If it is smaller than 5, I leave the 1 where it is when I'm rounding. So it ends up being 9.22, and that is about C. And you notice I put the 2 little curves, which means approximate. So you should remember from the same Pythagorean theorem lessons from middle school and algebra that I can take and substitute all those values in, and they should equal. Well, guess what? They are 84 ten-thousandths away. Why? Because we rounded. That is why. Okay, so it costs nothing for you to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and it really helps me because it sends my videos out to more people. So click on the link to subscribe, and then that will help me send it out to more. It's free, and then you can search my channel. There is something called Ask Mr. Chu that you can send emails to, and there are no dumb questions about math. Send me your math questions, I'll answer them. So make sure you subscribe. And if you're struggling or you know someone who's struggling to understand math, give Mr. Chu a chance to explain it in a way that makes algebra, geometry, and arithmetic understandable. I'll see you soon in my next video. And remember that I am Mr. Chu and I want to help you understand math. See you next time.